Last time, we ended with a real puzzle. Light is a wave, but a wave is always a wiggle in something. So if light can cross totally empty space, with no air and no water, then what is it a wave of? To find out, let us start with something you have held in your own hands. A magnet. You already know magnets can push and pull other magnets without even touching them. So there must be something reaching out through the space around it. Something invisible. And there is. Watch what happens if we sprinkle tiny bits of iron all around the magnet. Suddenly, the invisible becomes visible. The iron bits line up into beautiful loops, curving from one end of the magnet to the other. Every little compass points along them too. This shape was there the whole time, filling the space, even when we could not see it. Scientists gave this invisible reach of push and pull a name. They call it a field. Now here is where it gets truly amazing. About 200 years ago, someone noticed something by accident that changed everything. If you run electricity through a wire, a compass sitting nearby suddenly swings. Think about what that means. The moving electricity created a magnetic field, all by itself. Electricity making magnetism. Nobody expected the two to have anything to do with each other. And then, the other half of the surprise. It works backwards too. If you take a magnet and slide it through a coil of wire, electricity begins to flow. A moving magnet making electricity. And this one is not just a neat trick. It is how almost all of your electricity is made, right now. Every power plant, whether it burns fuel or uses wind or water, is really just spinning magnets past coils of wire. So electricity and magnetism are not two separate things at all. They are two faces of one single thing. Magnetism was never magic. So they are really one thing, tangled together, which we call the electric and magnetic field. And now, at last, we can answer our big question. What is light a wave of? Light is a ripple in that very web. Look closely. It is an electric wiggle and a magnetic wiggle, traveling along together, taking turns making each other over and over as they race forward. And this is the beautiful part. Because the electric wiggle and the magnetic wiggle keep making each other, light does not need any air or water or stuff to carry it. It carries itself. That is exactly why light can sail across the empty space that stops sound cold. And it is not just the light you can see. Radio waves, the warmth you feel, the rays at the doctors, they are all ripples in the very same web, just longer or shorter, exactly like colors. So look at the invisible world you can now see. A field is a real, invisible reach of push and pull. Electricity and magnetism are one single thing. And light itself is a ripple in that web, which is why it needs nothing at all to travel. You have found the invisible thread that ties the whole universe together. We have spent this whole season on energy, how it pushes and pulls and flows and waves, and never, ever disappears. But there is one last, deep secret about energy we have not told you. Energy is always saved. Yet somehow, a hot cup of cocoa always cools down and never warms back up. A dropped egg splatters, but never leaps back together. Time only seems to run one way. Why? That is the final, wonderful mystery of this season. See you there.